Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode is being brought to you at 5:15 p.m. Yesterday's episode, I was very tired, and I do I have time to do this episode? Actually, realistically, no, because my project is due in 45 minutes, but my stuff is all done. All I have to do is submit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this recording and then, assuming I haven't won the run in 40 minutes, I'm going to pause the recording to turn my project in. That's the plan. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I'm fine. This is basically the other side. What I've realized though is that I've got all my projects done. They're all ready to turn in. But I have one other class. I have a science class that I haven't really talked about this semester. It's astronomy. I realized halfway through the semester that I wasn't going to get credit for this class because I didn't take the optional lab, which is mandatory for it to count for credit. And the lab isn't offered again until next year, which is after I'll graduate. So I haven't been taking the class very seriously. But I realized I have a final in that class due this weekend, apparently. So I also have that to do. But that's later me problems. That's not right now me problems. I'm gonna mute WhatsApp before we start this, but I'm gonna leave it open just to keep an eye on it. Alright, let's play Monster Train, shall we? What are we today? We're Soul Guard? Yeah, Soul Guard today. Yesterday was Strangler. What was I gonna ask you today? Ooh, that's right, I had a good question. Maybe not a good question, but, I had a question. I've been getting a lot of spam calls lately, a lot of spam calls and spam texts, and what I wanted to hear from you today is how do you answer or deal with those? First of all, do you get them? Do you get many spam calls or texts? And second of all, what do you do with them? I have been a firm believer in not interacting. Like, if I get a call from a number I don't recognize, I just don't answer. If I get a text from a number I don't recognize, I don't respond. That's always been my strategy. What's yours? My mom is actually the inspiration for this because when she gets a spam call or spam text, she always picks up the phone, specifically on phone calls. She always picks up the phone and she just really likes to fuck with the people on the other end and waste their time. I've always thought it was kind of silly because it's just my theory is if you don't answer for long enough, they take you off the list. But I don't know that for sure. What do you do? Any fun ones? Any fun stories maybe about getting a spam call? I don't have any fun ones because I never answer. My theory is if it's from a number I don't know and they need something, they'll leave me a message. That's my hypothesis anyway. All right, let's play Monster Train. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Just getting a mental clock of the time and begin. It's Exile Stygian melting, which is gross, but at least there's no Awoken today. Soulsucker, Talos, Failure Arcus, Chase Seraph, Titan's Gratitude, Dripfall, Guardian's Amulet. Guardian's Amulet's cool. It is a unit start with Stygian Exile, which is not great. I'm probably not going to play Tempered Talisman, considering I have only 2 cards. I'll take Conscription Notice. You know I'm loving the Conscription Notice lately. It's gotta be Titan Channel. It's just gotta be. Oh yeah, let me play Dire Channel today. Oh no, I lost. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Snap picked the +4 attack for trial. We're strong here with Conscription Notice, Dire Channel. Titan Channel, we are not strong with Dire Channel. Titan Channel becomes harder to play when the run gets to a point where I can't unphase him quickly, and that's going to be at 9 for this run, I'm pretty sure. Because we have, not only do we have a unit starter, we also have a discard card starter. It's really a nightmare. Train Steward blocks that whole turn. Like, it really is a nightmare. But ideally here we... first of all, let me tell you, discard in this game would feel significantly less awful if this wasn't a situation that arose with foregone power. Offering would feel so much better, and I've felt this way and said this for a long time. It would be so much better if you didn't have deadweight. Maybe I haven't said this all that often, but The problem that offering as a whole faces is the existence of deadweight. Because it should be, in theory, random discard should be great. It should be 100% that I discard this deadweight here, right? Or not that deadweight. Rather, it should be not 100% because I had 2 random discards, but it should be close to 100% that I discard a chosen card with random discard, but deadweights are unplayable. If deadweight was like 1 energy discard this card even, I think it would be good. Or better anyway. Ice Tornado with 15 discard cards is bad. I'm not taking Mollusk Mage, it's Flash Freeze. So I could play Draft. Taking Draft makes my Stygian side weaker, but it gives me lines into Paraffin Enforcer, Bounty Stalker, things like that. Even Lady of the House, maybe. I think I'd rather play Hollow Drippings, though, because Hollow Drippings supports the Burnout line while also giving me an incant for Soul Guard. Of Paraffin Thug, Wickless Baron, Guard the Unnamed, I think I'd take Wickless Baron. The Remnant Banner could be unplayable. I should take a safety unit here. The Remnant Banner could be unplayable. Absolutely. Endless 5/10 Incant Armor 2. Yeah, this isn't a great banner. I can take Wickless Tycoon. This is the sort of run where you take Wickless Tycoon. Not because, obviously not because he's good, but because I have so many units he's gonna cash me a lot of money in. The question you gotta pose here is, would 2 self-infused multi-strike Wickless Barons win this run? And the answer is probably. And with that answer being probably, I'm willing to reroll that shop, which I did to look for multi-strike. I did not find it, but that's okay. Onwards we go. I can more or less pivot the run away from Soul Guard. Game froze there for a second. One other thing, I like to talk about things I need to do because then I remember to do them a little more. One other thing I need to do today is clear out my recordings folder because it is nearly full. Since we finished Final Fantasy 13, it was 13-2. Since we finished that, it's been a little bit better for me. Play like this for the... I might miss the collector off of that. I should draw something. No, I do hit the collector because it gets pushed to the front, of course. Anyway, since we finished Final Fantasy, my recordings folder has opened up a bit, so I haven't had to delete anything in a few months, but it's closing in on being full, and I need to do something about it. Yeah, I don't really care about this one. This fight's over. But yeah, there was one run of Monster Train when it was really bad that actually got corrupted, if you remember. If you've been watching for long enough, you may remember I did lose a run of this game because I ran out of hard drive space in the middle of recording and it corrupted the recording. It was a banger run too. I don't remember what happened on it, but it was great. In this run, I want to take Crypt Builder. Frenzied Swarm in a deck, taking a holdover -1 Frenzied Swarm is great. It makes it so that the enemies can't hit you. It also means that 7 cards in my deck become absolutely unplayable because I can no longer play random discards. So I'll take Crypt Builder. It feels like I'm playing into the Baron. I think I still take Draft as a just in case. There's still time for me to see Eel Gorgon. I actually hate Eel Gorgon here, for what it's worth. I think that this unit's very bad here. It's still a winning pick, I imagine. I believe it's still a winning pick, actually, I would say. I would bet Eel Gorgon would win this run. But I think it's harder. How do I... It's good, but I don't think it's the best here. It might not even be good, right? I don't think it's a 100% win. I think it could win, but... So the problem is you don't have a whole lot of incants, and if I don't prioritize correctly, I'll lose. You know what's a lot easier to play here? Self-infused Hot Shark, Baron, Baron. I think that is your easiest line. Might even take double space on this run as a result. Yeah, now I want to go left because we're hurting on the duplicate front. We're hurting a lot on the duplicate front since they conflict with steel shops. If I see a shark here, I'm much happier. Hold over. Nice. Much happier. So we go packed, engaged, shark into shark. And the reason I'm thinking about taking double space is because I would like to be able to play something that gets killed in front of the barons to help them start scaling. On top of the shark, assuming we don't see endless, this run could still be bad. A holdover is not that good here. You could hold over Dripfall, but I don't really need it. I think I will hold over nothing. Put a -1 on Dripfall and a +10 on Titan's Gratitude, maybe. I'm also going to spend 60 on a removal. Train Stewards go out of this run as quickly as we can get rid of them. I feel it calling. I don't want the Nexus Spike, right? Too bad I didn't take Wicklash. We could make burnout enemies again. That would have been fun. Well, anyway, I don't have that. So maybe I just make a super discard, like Crypt Builder or Guardian's Amulet together. Card seems good. Crypt Builder. It's weird, you could also play Titan's Gratitude, which is fun, because then you get offering on a discard card, and hypothetically you could just chain your whole hand. That'd be fun. I think that's a little more interesting, actually. If you get enough, if I duplicate this card enough times, I could just chain out my whole hand, which would be fun. And it's a strong nuke for 2. Like 135 damage for 2 energy plus the pushback. Alright. So, I think that this deck has strength, and I think it has weakness. I think the strength is going to come everywhere leading up to the final boss, and then I think we're going to see some trouble on the Divinity. Because Wickless Baron is a slow scaler. That's my fear. Maybe I can get Soulguard to handle it, but I'm uncertain. 75. Not bad. Maybe I should focus on top floor, but I didn't. My main focus in this combat is actually just to get as much money as I can through Shark plus Baron. I'm pretty sure I can cash in a lot of money here. I don't feel that afraid of losing this fight. If I wanted to get more money, I probably should have played lower, right? Is Soulsucker the haste one? I think it is. Yeah, I should have played on the lower floor, I guess. It's my mistake. I forgot which one has haste on it. I guess we just grab some money here. Yeah, the lower floor would have also let me play some more dregs out, so I did make a mistake in terms of getting money. However, it's okay. I'm gonna get hit. If I play Guardian's Amulet, I think I take 0. Right? Yeah. I should have positioned my Wickless Baron in front of my Nameless Siren here as well, but it doesn't really matter in this fight, which is why I didn't worry about it too much. Hate Foregone Power. Hate the Foregone Power. It really is, it's very Plink adjacent, I feel. It is a Plink adjacent scenario. It is just 50-50 in things, you know? And Plink is similar, although Plink's odds are sometimes a little worse. Why does Plink make me so mad and Foregone Power doesn't? I think it's a whole odds thing where sometimes Plink puts you in a position where sometimes you lose like a 1 in 9 or a 1 in 15 and you go, man, that really sucks. Hate that. Anyway, Intent on Death, Devourer of Death, Sacrificial Resurrection here. I don't think I want any of these. Could make a case for Devourer of Death, but I think it's obsolete because of Shark. Hey, Wickless Baron here is also really nice. It's kind of a good hit. I'm gonna play space now. We take 1 space right now. We'll go right, because I don't need the duplicate right now. Ideally, we see Multi-Strike here. Multi-Strike and Blith are both what we're looking for. And I guess plus 25. Multi-Strike, great. I think Incant Armor 2 is pretty bad in this one, presently. We'll reroll. Yeah, Incant Armor 2 is pretty bad here. Wick is no Endless, but it's okay. I think plus 25 for the Wickless Baron makes the most sense. It is 15 versus 40, it's a big difference. Could take some money here, but I think I'll stay at 35. We're not necessarily strong right now. Go Baron onto Baron. Then so in the next ring we go Baron onto Baron, duplicate, remove 2, and then we have our run basically set up. Titan Channel 2. Maybe the idea will be Shark Baron Baron on a lower floor and then Titan Channel on a top floor to clean up with the conscription notice unit. That'll probably be our idea. The more I think about it, the more I do want this money. And we're at 70 right now, so I want to take 15 from both temples. Okay, let's go. The only thing that this run needs now is Endless. Armor 15 here is scary, I would say, but I think we're strong. I think we're strong enough. It's a shame that I don't have Endless, because then I would be 100% confident. So we're gonna play Shark plus Baron bottom floor, Soul Guard on a higher floor, and then something like that. Maybe I need to take the 2 incants on the top floor there. Probably did. Alright, Baron and the boys. Or Tycoon and the boys, I guess. Yeah, I need to start working on incanting Soul Guard to free him. Gotta leave space down here. This is an exact example of what's going to be wrong in this deck, though, which is Wickless Baron does not start scaling well. You're dead. These guys are both dead. Okay. I'm just going to end my turn here. I don't think I played the Baron. I think it's better to leave space to play other units. You're not dead? Oh, regen and heal happen at the same time, I guess. That is interesting. I'll just drift follow him. He'll die. Oh, he doesn't die, right. That is correct. Because, yeah, that's a mistake. Oh. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hopefully. I gotta work on Soul Guard. Maybe a big mistake here. We'll see how it goes. Need to play Titan's Gratitude on the Light Harnesser in the front here. And I think I want... So it's 8 plus 14. I have to block both hits to keep the Siren alive and let her swing. And we play Titan's Gratitude, and nothing changes because the priest is in the way. So descending this guy was wrong, and I had to descend the other Light Harnesser because regen and frostbite tick together, but the heal from the healer doesn't tick at the same time as frostbite, I believe, is what I take away from that. Game sucks. That's my bad. Game sucks, though. Primarily, that's my bad. Also, game sucks. I'm taking a good bit of damage here, sadly. It's okay. We're going to see some healing. Great example of what we're going to have as a problem. I kind of knew this would be a problem as well. In taking the trial, I would struggle with this. I was reasonably sure I would face this problem here on this turn, or on this combat. But I traded my 45 HP for what is effectively nothing. Oh yeah, Nexus Spike doesn't hit the boss, even though it's just a damage stuff. Gotta remember that in the future. It took 46. It was not a good trade. I recognize. And we got 536? Alright. I got time. This is definitely an Ice Storm take. Not a Glacial Seal take, never again. Crushing Demise, yeah. Crushing Demise, yeah. Okay, we go right. Take health, we take removals on... I'm ready to part with Tycoon, maybe. I think I'm ready to part with Tycoon. And start working on these foregone powers. Go ahead and duplicate our... Or first infuse Baron on the Baron here. Step 1, Baron on the Baron. Step 2, duplicate. I didn't account for that 15 plus 25. I actually forgot that I was taking that. So, we're at 85. So I don't need to take any pack shards. I guess we're good. Go here, we're gonna look for Endless. Spell upgrades aren't that important. Although maybe I should look for one. I'm gonna not, because we're 85. It's a lot of damage to put on the shark if I take that trial of multi-strike. You'll live and you'll kill 2? Yeah, so it's not bad. Rail Beater. Sure, buddy. I think that's a good enough trade. I'm looking for, hopefully, Shark on this turn. Yeah, nice. Shark takes it. Now, I gotta deal with this. Some dregs up front, maybe. It lowers my damage to Clipped Guardian, but scales my Wickless Baron better for the boss. Which is an interesting trade, is what it is. Wickless Baron number 2 goes down, and that should be enough damage. One problem is that they have a late style scaling with Shark, where they have to, like, it's after the combat round ends that they scale. This is one problem I have with this. 5. Hope for the best on the big man walking at me here. Could have dazed him and dropped him down, I guess. Oh. Bye, Rail Beater. Thanks for your service, boss. You win this foregone power. Deadweight 1 time. Yeah, foregone power. Nice. I'm seeing the slow scaling problem here, though, now. It's just, I want to pick up something that lets me... I guess doesn't really matter. I want to pick up something that lets me scale the Wickless Baron myself. Like, I want to make space to have a unit die every turn or something. Maybe Endless Burnout 1 on the Shark would have been best in this run, even. I didn't think about that until now. Down for Unnamed Tome. Worst case, it's a free incant. How is Mortal Entrapment here? It's okay. Okay, skip. I don't know, that one's okay. We're gonna go Steel Shop. I'm looking for Endless. Exploding Candle is fine. Thinking about that Hell Pact. I think it's no good. I'll take Exploding Candle. Remove 2 foregone powers. I am gonna go to 100 here and just take the artifact. It's good. I have consumes, right? I have one consume, I think. 2 consumes. Nice. Refracting lenses. That was all 3 consume relics, huh? Heal 50% chance to not consume and deal 30 damage on consume. Interesting. Endless, please. Ugh. Gross. It has to be endless, so I just have to keep looking. I only have one more look, but it's probably fine. It really puts me on a rough path, though. Whatever. I'm gonna buy another removal. I think it's gonna be Titan's Gratitude this time. I think it's Titan's Gratitude this time, yeah. Alright. Anything else here? I don't think so. Just thinking. I think we're good. It's gonna be a scary Arcus fight, but at least he doesn't have stealth. So that's nice. He doesn't have stealth, right? He is 2 spell shield. The real problem I see with this run is that I want to play like mid or top floor, but then what the hell is Soulguard doing? Let's try playing top floor and see how it goes. Okay. That worked strangely. That's all I can say about that. That worked strangely. That went differently than I had anticipated it would go. I think I do just play the silence on Soulguard. Maybe I can go for -1 holdover crushing demise now. Flat freeze. I'm taking it. Getting got. Gotta focus on Soulguard, I feel like. This run, it just has the exact problem that I expected it to have. I knew this would be a problem, but I still played the run out this way. And yeah, what can you do, right? I knew, and I put myself here anyway. 44, I'm just gonna keep trading higher health, I think. Wickless Baron without a unit that dies in front of it every turn is just a struggle. It's so much of a struggle, but the problem is I can't, like, separate him from the Shark, right? Because then the Shark kills all the backline and the Barons struggle again. It feels like this is a bad match. That's what it feels like. I think I just take it. Probably fine. Crypt Builder is bad here for reasons you can probably discern. I think I go back down here and I get back to work on Soulguard. Again, I think this wouldn't be so bad as well without Soulguard in the way. But Soulguard is a huge problem on this run. It's such a massive investment of resources to get this champion online. Good job crushing the knives. Good job, Titan's Gratitude. Once he's there, it's great, but like, am I ever gonna get to 15 in this deck? No fucking way am I gonna get to 15 in this deck. No world am I getting Soulguard to a point where he's consistent. Yeah, I think I should have played Endless Burnout 1 Shark. It's something we can take away for the future, though, I think. Endless Burnout 1 Hot Shark would have been the best line. Although, you know, still yet to see Endless, etc. Now I get to start putting things in front of these Barons. I might be dying. I should probably focus on that. I know I'm making Ice Storm cost more. I don't really care about that card. I'm gonna focus on trying to get more Frostbite onto Arcus, because it's actually kind of grim. Now that I'm looking at it, it's a little grim. If I had the Endless Shark, I would feel good here, but this might be a death. Amanda's 37. That's a lot. Yeah, I need some chump blockers here or something. I'm very dead. Let me try this the other way now, if you don't mind. Just try this the other way. I really don't think that this run has a whole lot going for it, though, is the problem. The other way is to play Baron bottom floor and Soulguard top floor. Same unit on conscription notice that time. Get one up here. I can play Nexus Spike and get a kill for Baron. I think it is better to focus on phasing Soulguard, though. That's gotta be your goal. Just Baron in front. This is kind of grim. I guess you do have the drag, though, the burnout exploding candle. I think that at this point, though, what we can really take away is that Baron is a unit where you have to do the scaling. I think that's what you take as a lesson from this. The Baron doesn't scale fast enough on enemy death. Wickless Baron needs ally deaths to really scale. So playing a 6-unit or a 6-space floor like this is just gonna put you in a losing position. When you put together your floor that looks like this one does. Get an extra kill here. You just gotta get a little creative with your death. I suppose. We actually get money from that paraffin thug, what a world. Yeah, I did know there was a crushing demise coming up here. I don't think it's right to crushing demise that floor. I'll just eliminate enemies. Soulguard does not fare well into the boss, by the way. The big mistake I've been making, and I am continuing to make on this combat right now, is that I'm not... I need to save units for chump blocking. That's what I needed to be doing, but have not been doing. I need to save units to take a hit against Arcus in Relentless. Also, it's hard to do that on a turn like this. I guess you just hit sometimes. I want the thug to... Yeah, I want this to play out like this, and then I'll unphase next turn. You guys are doing horribly down here. I know I said I wanted to save units, but like, you know, it's bad either way. Like no matter how you slice this one, it's looking kind of bad. Flat freeze, crushing demise, foregone power. At least we can walk away from this one saying, hey, we learned something today. Hey, I learned something today about monstertrain. Okay, this is much worse. At least we take away a lesson. The lesson is, Wickless Baron needs units to chump block for him. Because he's so slow to scale otherwise. He's so slow to scale otherwise. Take me to the run summary. I'm not doing another run here. I think it's okay. This unit is slow. He needs... Before he starts actually killing enemies, even in the mid-game, he needs like... What is it? It's... To get 180, that's 175 divided by 5 is 20 plus 15, right? It's like you need 35 harvest triggers. And obviously, to get 180, you need 90 times 2, and then it's 45 times 2 with 2 Wickless Barons. I believe, right? Because 45, yeah, so to kill a 180, you need 8 harvest triggers, which is a lot less than what I was calculating there moments ago, but I still didn't reach that. And that's just to kill 1 unit. Yeah. I think this, I don't think he sucks. I think that I need to play him with, like, you need to play him with imps or tombs, or even like a burnout 1 endless hot shark could have been good enough, because then it's 1 extra harvest every turn. You start scaling, but 2 Wickless Barons behind a 2-space unit is just not good enough. I think that the exception would be if you were putting it behind a 2-space unit that was guaranteed to kill the frontline enemy for you. Like, if you had a 2-space unit, like, if it could be Titan Channel Soul Guard unfazed and doing 210, I think this could work, because then Soul Guard would kill and then the next 2 units would die. But I don't think that really happens all that often. So, yeah, I think that's it. I don't It's not an easy win. I don't think Eel Gorgon would have done much better for what it's worth. I think Eel Gorgon would have been a little better, but Eel Gorgon struggles a lot in this run as well. Guess maybe you play like large zone Soul Guard in front and just spam incants, and maybe that's fine. But I almost want to rerun this seed and pick up Eel Gorgon, but I hit the wrong button. Hold on, generate challenge. Anyway, I'm gonna go turn in this project now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy, thanks. Agreed. Clarity. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.